Hi, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about how we can adopt AI in lead generation. So we will use Notion as the CRM, as many of us are already using Notion as CRM. So we will use Notion in this demonstration. And then we will have two AI agents. The first AI agent is for company research. We will make use of OpenAI and also serve API. And for the second agent is for leads follow-up. And in this agent, we are going to use OpenAI for building the AI agent, and Twilio for sending SMS, Gmail for sending email, and VAPI for sending AI calls. Before we start diving into the details of each single node in end-to-end, so let me show you the architecture first. So basically, on the left-hand side, it shows that it is the using the Typeform to collect different leads, contact details. For those who put their company website, we are going to direct those leads to the AI agent to do the company research so that we can have a better personalization when we do the follow-up. And for those without the company website, we'll just directly put them into Notion as a lead. And then for the second part, we for doing sales work, follow-up is the key. So we have to build multiple touch points with the clients to to get the sales done. So we need to have the follow-up mechanism. So if we have an AI agent to do the work for us, that would be much more efficient. So for this AI agent, it will help us to determine, first of all, which channel to follow up with the leads. So the leads will choose the preference on the Typeform when they first fill in their leads contact information, and this AI agent will help us to determine which channel to follow up with the leads, and then they will try to personalize the follow-up messages according to the research and also the company details. So let's dive into it. Okay, so let me show you the end-to-end workflow here. So these are mainly two workflows. The first one is to generate leads from Typeform, and for those with company website, we're going to use the AI agent to do the research. And then the second workflow will be using the AI agent to do the follow-up on SMS, email, or AI call through VAPI. Okay, so let's get started with our quick demo first. So there are mainly two AI agents. The first one is the company research, which is quite straightforward. So I will focus more on the follow-up AI agent. I'm going to do the demonstration for the AI agent using three tools: call follow-up 2, SMS follow-up 2, and email follow-up 2. So let's start with the call follow-up 2 first. So I remark call as the follow-up methods for this Notion prospects. So let's get started. Okay, I'm receiving a call here. Hello?
Hello, Andy.
Hi.
Hi there. Is this Andy?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, Andy. My name is Andy. I'm from a company called Proxa, an AI automation agency. We help clients like you to qualify and follow up their leads 24/7. Would you be interested to learn more?
I'm quite busy. Can you get back to me next Friday, 5 p.m.?
Got you. Just to check, when's a good time for me to call you back next Friday? And may I confirm your time zone?
Next Friday, 5 p.m. Hong Kong time.
Thanks. Awesome. So just to confirm, your desired time slot is booked for next Friday at 5 p.m. Hong Kong time. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Goodbye. Yeah, so basically it's run, it's finished, and then this is the first call follow-up tool, and I will demonstrate you the SMS one. So as you can see, it is remarked as 5 p.m. here, and for the next follow-up time, so let's see the SMS. Okay, when we change the follow-up method SMS here, let's get started. Okay. Okay, using this SMS follow-up tool, the agent is adopting this. And then I got a text here. Great. So after demonstrating the SMS follow-up tool, we are going to use the email one. So as you can see, there's no email from AndyNoCode yet. So if we label this prospect with the email as a follow-up method, let's run it again. Okay, so the AI agent just adopt the email follow-up tool, and let's see. Great, I got an email from Andy. Okay, so after we do the auto follow-up with this AI agent according to the follow-up methods listed here, what even better is to automatically get the reply from the prospect and then update the next follow-up time here. So for all three follow-up workflows, for some email, we have this workflow to update the next follow-up time on Notion. Same for this one, and also for the call. So I'm going to dive into all the details for setting all the workflows. So let's get into it. So before we start, I would like to thank you all for your support, and gratefully, we have already have more than 30,000 views for this video about Faceless YouTube videos generation, and I'm glad that many of us find this tutorial useful. I'm really grateful for that. So maybe let me take a few seconds to quickly introduce myself to the community again and why we have this channel. So for those who don't know me yet, my name is Andy. I'm from Hong Kong. I'm one of the co-founders of a software development agency called Proxa, founded since 2018. We have already helped quite a number of clients on workflow automations and also AI implementation. And the purpose for this channel is to empower more people with the ability to use AI, even those who don't know how to code. So, and again, I don't think AI will really replace human, but people who know how to use AI will actually replace those who don't. So starting from this video, I'll dive deeper for each workflow and guide you all step by step on creating each single node in different workflows. So let's go back to our today's topic, how to adopt AI in lead generation. Okay, so let's start our tutorial. So this is the completed workflow. I'm going to teach you one by one and how we can set it up from scratch. So this is the empty page. So we'll first start with the Typeform. So we can search, we can click this icon and then search Typeform here. So we use Typeform as a trigger. And let's create a new credential. So, and then we can go to Typeform. Basically, you can use different other contact collection methods, for example, other Google form. But for this demonstration, we use Typeform. You can use any other tools that you like. So after registration, you can go to your own account, and then you go to settings, and then personal tokens. So you can create your own new token. For example, I can create an version 2 generate token. Just copy, and then we can go back to this credential and type, just paste the token and save it. Okay, connections tested successfully. So this is all done for this part. Basically, we can also name it in the way that we want. So for example, but for now we can just use this Typeform account 3. And for this one, we can check. So the form name or ID, for example, this one is process client. We can actually just create a form and then choose the form that we want. So first of all, we can go back to the Typeform, and then we can create a new form. So basically, we are going to collect basic information of the leads. So we can, first of all, click Start from Scratch. of course, contact info, first name, last name, phone number, email, and company. So, for example, we can say something like, please leave your basic contact information for the PDF. Usually we use this form as a lead magnet, right? So we are going to ask our potential clients, the prospects, leave their contact information for getting some documents or getting some bonus. So after this part, we can add more content. For example, which is the website, company website. Okay, so and then last but not least, we are going to ask what would be the preferred way for us to get in touch with them. So we can click multiple choice, and then we can choose multiple selections. So because they can choose more than one, so you can choose your preferred way to get in touch with us, for example, like that. Or your preferred way for us to get in touch with you. Okay, so first of all, we choose SMS, and then we can put email, and last but not least, it will be phone call. Okay, so we can basically this completed. It's very easy, just for demonstration, and we can publish it. All right, and we need to do is to rename this Typeform. For example, lead magnet 1, for example, like that. Okay, we save it, and then we can try to save this and refresh it. Okay, so we can find the lead magnet 1 form name. So we need to turn on simplify answers. The reason why is we can just convert the answers into key values pair. So it is much more easier for anyone to process. And only answers is also very important because there can be so much other users' data. So we can ignore those users' data for us, for this whole workflow to process better. So let's dive into another node. So after setting up the first node, Typeform, let's try to test it first. So we need to make sure that everything is set up right. The Typeform count 3 connected, and also the form is called lead magnet. Oh, sorry for the spelling, but it doesn't matter for now. Let me try to input the contact information first. Okay. And then Proxo. Okay, for example, I can choose email for my preferred way to get in touch. Submit. Okay, so we can see the trigger is working. We'll see the first name, last name, phone number, email, company, and company website. So it works. So after setting up the Typeform trigger, we have already got the data from form, like first name, last name, phone number, email, company website, preferred way to follow up. So we can start to import this data into Notion as our CRM. So we can search for Notion, and we can choose create a database page. So we need to create a new credential here. So we need to get the internal integration secret. Let's rename our Notion node credentials first. So how we can get this internal integration secret? We can go to Notion and go to developers.notion.com and then fill my integration. we can create a new integration here. So for example, this is my own workspace, and then we choose internal as a type and click save. Oh, name is required. Let's put the name as for example and demo. Save. Okay, integration successfully created. So this is the internal integration secret. We can click show, copy, and go back to our Notion credentials on ANN. And then we can just paste it here. Save. Testing, connection tested successfully. So it's done for the credential part. Setting up the credentials to connect with for the Notion account. So we need to get a database in our Notion. So first of all, if you don't have any CRM in your Notion, because this is just a demo account, we don't have any CRM yet. So you can just have this free template provided by Notion. So this is the CRM provided by them. We can just click get template. So it will be stored into our Notion. So this one, for example, sales CRM. So what we need to do is to click these 3 dots, and then scroll down, connection. This one is the integration that we just built. So we need to click this. So you may have a different name. So it's just that, again, you need to click this 3 dots, scroll down, remember to scroll down, connection, and then choose this, confirm. Okay, so we go back to here, and let's try to refresh, save it, refresh. Okay. So we can find a database here. Great, so we have both the credentials and database setup done. The next step is to set up our CRM. Basically, the template provided by Notion is quite complete. It's just that we have a few properties that we need to add in addition to those existing ones. For example, lead sorts. And then also we need to add the follow-up methods. Okay. And we can add the option as, for example, we have SMS, calls, and email. And resource we can input as form, YouTube, etc. Just an example. And then we will have the other property, which is the form submission date. So let's choose the date. Form submission date. So we need to use this field, use this property to record when we got this leads who filled in the form. And last but not least, we need to have the company website. So URL, company website. Okay, great. Basically, everything is set in Notion. Okay, so after setting up the Notion page, so we are going to connect the Typeform and Notion. So we're going to connect them with the properties and also the title here. So we are going to just drag and drop. For example, the title. Title, it means this one. This one is the title that's shown in as a card in the CRM. So we can just put the name of the prospect of the lead. So we can just put spacebar here. This is a preview. And then for the properties, we can just add one by one. So start from, we can ignore the account owner. So we can start by company. We can just drag and drop here. Great, Proxa. And add another property, company website. It's here. Okay. And then ignore the contact button. We can choose email, drag and drop email, and then add another property. Choose ignore estimated value, ignore expected close. We can choose follow methods. So for this one, as it is the array, so there's something that we need to do. So when we drag and drop this array, it turns to expression directly, and then we just need to type join. Okay, it turns from an array to a string, so it shows that email. So after this, we continue. So we have follow-up methods. So we can choose form submission date. So for example, we can choose today. Yeah. And then add another property. Ignore last contact. We can also ignore this, and then we can choose lead source. For lead source, we can choose form, as this is from the Typeform. We can choose. And then for property, we can put name. So it's just the same. Drag and drop the first name, put space, drag and drop the last name. So you can show, it's shown as AndyNoCode. Okay. Yep. Okay. And then phone, drag and drop. This is the result. Another part. Priority high. And last but not least, we have the status. It says lead because these are the contact who fill in the lead magnet form, type form. We can just put it as a lead, as a status. So we can click test step. It's loading. Great. Everything should be collected on Notion, so we can go to Notion and check. We can scroll down. As we can see, this one is the new card created, Andy, and the name, email, phone, company website, form submission date, lead source, everything is done. And also the status, priority as well. So this one is the setup between Typeform and Notion. Let's click save and then continue. Okay, so basically for the form submission date, basically we can set it to a more dynamic date instead of just hard coding it. So we can type this, you can just copy and paste this one as the date of today, date of now, and yeah, you can just save it. After setting up the workflow between Typeform to Notion, and we have already successfully import the leads from Typeform, as you can see here. We are going to make the AI agent that can actually research the company website of the prospect. So first of all, we need to determine if the lead includes the company website. So this node is for serving this purpose. We need to add this node in between first. So let's type here. We need to drag and drop this company website. So if this company website exists, or like it has values, then we will put it as true. If not, we will go put it as false. What it means is that if it is false, it will just go directly to the Notion database page to create as a card without any research from the AI agent. But if it is true, we are going to pass the company website to the AI agent to do the research. Okay, for the chat model, again, we are going to use OpenAI. Just set up, connect with the credentials. Again, you just go to OpenAI API key. You can just search for that and get your own API key. So after setting up the OpenAI chat, we can set up the tool. We're going to use SERP API for the company research, the Google search, basically. Again, we are going to add the credentials. We need the API key, so we can go to SERP API to register. Register, sign up with Google. Okay, continue. Free plan subscribed. We're going to get the API key here. This is a private API key. Free 100 search per month. Okay, go back to the account and paste it, save. Okay, it's done. Connected. Then should be all right. Okay, so this tool is for helping the AI agent to do the searching. Then we're going to add the prompt for the AI agent. I'll provide it, the prompt and a Google Sheet for you guys, so they can just copy and paste for the prompt. So let me input here and then enlarge it. Okay, so you are a sales assistant. Your task is to generate company summary of client's company website. You need to provide suggestion that how Proxer can help them, and basically we can choose the website here. Just drag and drop here. Upper format text only. So Proxer details. This is just company details for us. So you can set it up. That's completed. Okay, and last but not least, we can just link it to Notion here. Again, we create a database page. Basically, it's the same. We can just duplicate. We can just duplicate the one we created and just connect it. Yeah, and basically it should be done. And it's just that we need to add one more thing, because we have already got the research from the AI agent. We just need to add it as a block here. So for example, we choose the paragraph here, and then we need to add the text. So let's execute previous notes. Okay, no input data. Let's see what happens. We just ran into some errors after we do the troubleshooting. The first error came from here. We need to make sure that the condition is choosing the exist under the string instead of is equal to. So it means that if the company website exists or not. If yes, it will pass through the AI agent for further company website research. If not, it will just directly be recorded in Notion. And the second part is because our AI agent is acting as our Proxer sales assistant. So this is our company details. So I have to change the company website a little bit. Let's say change it into Amazon, so that this AI agent can help us to draft a sales angle from Proxer to Amazon. So after running it, you can see the log here. First of all, it inputs to the OpenAI chat model. As you can see, the company website is using Amazon, and then it uses the SERP API to get the details from Amazon, and then it got the details here from Amazon and how Proxer can help Amazon. So these are the ideas, and last but not least, we are going to record all this into Notion. And let's see, what's the error? We got the error here. Okay, because it is not it's not the previous node anymore, so we need to directly drag again from this Typeform trigger. So you will see it's different. So let me drag. It's not JSON and just JSON anymore. It's Typeform trigger.item.json. We need to change that. So this is the first name, and then we put the last name in here as well. Okay, so first name, type, and spacebar, and then just input the drag and drop the last name. Again, same for the company property field. We can just drag and drop. For example, we input Amazon, just an example. Company website, an example. Email. Okay, we drag and drop here. Follow method. Again, we can we can just remove that. Okay, let's, just in case you forget to type this, just copy that part and then drag and drop, and okay, enter the dot join here. It turns from an array to a string again. Form summation date, it keeps the same. List source form, the name again, we just drag and drop from here, space here. Okay, and then for the phone number is here. Priority high, serious leads. Let's test step again. Great, it is completed. Okay, so but the most important part is the blocks. So we need to add the output of the AI agent to and put it here. So we just test that again. Okay, so basically this is the one. We can check. Okay, yeah, this is the block. So the agent tried to do the company research and then put down the angle for Proxer and how we can pitch and how we can help Amazon. So basically it's how it works. And yeah, okay, so we have completed the first workflow. Setting up the first workflow, let's try to tidy it up a little bit. We can add a sticky note. Also, we can change the color to the color that you want. We can name it as the AI agent, company research, and then make it larger. So for the second workflow, second AI agent, we are going to determine which channel to use for the follow-up, and then we are going to use the OpenAI to help us generate some follow-up content as well. So basically, it's how it works. So let's start with the schedule trigger. Schedule trigger here. Just keep this the same. And then the second part is the company details. As you can see, company name, company details. What is for the later part for AI agent here. So yeah, we can set it up here. Add the fields. We can choose add the fields, and then basically you can just add fields. company name, just copy, string, and another field, company name, company details, and then for this form we can just copy and paste as well. Yep. Remove this. Yeah, so basically it's how it works. Link it. After we set it up, we are going to retrieve all notions. So again, we are going to connect with all Notion account. Connect with the Notion account. The resource will be the database page. Get many for the operation from the database. Filter we use build manually, must match with any filter. And then property name status equals to leads. Yeah, so we can also do the same here. Notion here. Get all database page here. And then we choose the database here. Return all. Filter, build manually. And filters we choose here. Property name, the status condition equals to lead. Yeah. Okay. After setting up this Notion node to get all the data from the database for the sales CRM, these are the outputs, and we are going to filter out which prospect we need to do the follow up. And how we're going to do that, we can add the node called code. And the purpose for this code node is to filter out which leads should be followed up, which one no need. So we are going to generate the code by human language. We can just click ask AI. So if the difference between the last contact day and today is more than 5, then please indicate follow-up day is true. Follow-up today is true. That means that we need to do the follow-up today. So for the last contact day, this is the property here. And also when we go back to Notion, when we click into the cart, this one is the last contact date, last contact date, last contact date. So if we take a look from here, this one, as it is the last contact day, is today. It shouldn't be followed up, but for this 3 leads, it should be contacted. So let's see how the AI generated code. Okay, it's getting. Okay, got some error. Let's do it again. Generate code again. Okay, let's wait for a bit. Great, it's just done. So as you can see, the code is completed. Let's click test step directly. Okay, so false, true, true, true. So this is for this new lead, because as we just saw here, the last contact day is today. It doesn't need to be followed up, but for those previous other leads, we need to follow up today. Yeah, so follow up today is true, and follow up today false for Andy. And so we are going to add another node called if. So if this follow up today is true, let's see how many, just 3, then we are going to direct the leads to the AI agent. Okay, so let's set up the AI agent here. We can add for the true scenario and then click search for AI agent. And we can remove this one first. And then we can choose the chat model here. OpenAI. You can choose the 401. And then what we can do is we can add the tool later, but first we can add the prompt here first. Okay, so we can just paste the prompt here. So you are a sales assistant that helps sales representative to follow up with clients with the methods that a client requested. So first of all, we can pick up the follow-up method here. The follow-up method here. And then we can choose the phone number here. And it's the username. The name of prospect maybe. And we can put it here. Yes. Or actually we can, it's better to choose here, this one. This name. Okay, and then email address. We can choose this one. And it's the okay, our company details, company name. We can choose here. The reason why we make this edit field node is because for this purpose. So we need to input the company name here, and then company details here. Okay, it's done. Okay, it's correct. Okay, it should be good to go. And then we should be good to go for now. Okay, so we need to set up 3 workflows, one for email, one for SMS, and then one for call. So let's get started. Okay, so let's set up the first 2. We can create here first. For example, we can name it tutorial email. Okay. First of all, because we are going to use the AI to trigger this workflow, what we are doing here, we can choose the execute workflow here. Okay. Then we will choose the Gmail. Because we are using Gmail to send, we can choose send a message. Okay, great. The Gmail account is already connected. Resources, choose message. Operation, choose send. And then for for the to part, we are going to have the email. But how are we going to get the email is we need to get the email through this AI agent, and then this AI agent will, when it pick up, when it choose to use this workflow, you choose to use this email tool, then it will direct the email subject and the messages to here. So we can first input JSON. I'll later explain why I need to input that. And then, but let's do it here. Okay, choose expression, query title, and then we put it HTML message. Okay, so it's done. Let me explain why we need to set up like this. Because when we go back to the main page here, we are going to choose the tool here. First of all, let's save it first. Don't forget to save it. And let's refresh it. Okay, and when we choose the tool here, we choose call end-to-end workflow tool. And for example, we can call this, let's say, email follow-up. And we can call this tool to send email. The input should be email, title, and email HTML message. All right. And we need to choose this workflow here. And more importantly, we need to specify the input schema. So basically, we require the LLM to provide input in the correct format and validate it against the schema. Basically, it's just like a template. You can think of it like that. So I've prepared the schema here for you. You can just copy and paste. So email, title, HTML message. So that's why we are referring to JSON.query email as for referring to this, and title, this one, HTML message is referring to this one. So let's save it. And basically we can actually test it now, but let me try to add one more note to return. We can choose edit note, edit fields basically, and add field, because we would like to return the response as success. So we can just input this the field name as response and then the value as success. Okay, save it, and we can basically save it again, and we can run it. Run the steps. So it's getting the data. So basically, I've amended a little bit. I've amended the last contact date. For all others, leads are they were contacted but up today, but for Andy, it was more than 1 day ago, more than 5 days ago. So the follow-up, this note should return as true for Andy, because for this note we use the code to filter which leads that we need to follow up if the last contact date was more than 5 days ago. So I've amended a little bit for the purpose of a demo, so it'll be easier. And I've already also changed the email to another email of our company, so it'll be easier for us to do the demonstration. So we can just click play here and start running. Great, it's already completed. You can check the log. Yeah, email, title, HTML message, and basically the email is sent. I'm gonna check. So it is sent. Great. And if we don't want this, we can actually remove here, append and again attribution, and then turn it off and save it again. Okay, so after we complete this workflow for the email sending, we can add a sticky note here. Okay, so we can say put it here. For example, we can say email follow up here. Okay, so we have another workflow that we'd like to share with you guys. Besides sending an email, when they reply, for example, when they reply with anything, if they are interested, they may say they would like to meet, or they would like us to contact them at a specific time or a specific date, and then we can process that particular reply, and then we can see if they are really interested, if they are kind of interested, and when we should follow up with them, and then we can put that date and time into Notion. After sending the email, we may also receive the reply from the prospect. So how are we going to update the Notion for the status? For example, if we want to know if they are interested or not, if we should follow up, or if they have any further questions, how we can do that? We can actually use an DeepSeek AI to further process their reply and try to label that back in our Notion CRM. So first of all, we can go back to this workflow. We can choose Gmail. This time we need to add the trigger. This one is the trigger, and then okay, make sure we have say good Gmail account. Okay, this one's the same. Okay, so we are going to use DeepSeek this time. So HTTP request. Process email through DeepSeek AI. So we are going to use post method this time. The URL is just a normal one, API deepseek.com/chat/completion. Again, we use generic credential type, header auth, and choose DeepSeek one. Okay, we will have the send body one. We are going to using JSON. I've prepared you the prompt and the code for this part. Basically, it's the code for processing DeepSeek, and this is the prompt. You are a sales assistant. Your task is to analyze user email message to predict what tasks should be done and respond in JSON. So, for example, the action can be to be follow up, or needs follow up, not interested. Let's put a hyphen as well. Further question, just like that. So we can okay. Oh, let me try to rename it again. Process email through DeepSeek AI. Rename. Okay, so expression should be done. So this AI will process the content from this Gmail for the replies, but sometimes it may have error, so we need to use another code to process, to make sure that there will no, like, if there is an error, it will label error, like error parsing JSON string. We need to have that part. And next part is to get Notion. We need to get many database pages. Notion Andy from list, sales return all. Again, and then we filter, build manually. Basically, we choose those which are still leads. So condition status equals to leads, and basically is that how it works. That step. Okay, so actually not no. Let's see. Okay, we just got the Notion. Okay, great. And then we are going to filter. So why we need to filter? Because we need to filter the email. If though the email sender is actually one of our prospect, so we need to do the filtering here. First of all, we choose the Gmail trigger. We need to find who is it from. Okay, and then contains. We need to choose our prospect email. Okay, it should be here. Let's find the email. Property email. Okay, should be here. Contains this one. So this one is for making sure the email from Gmail contains the email in our Notion CRM. So make sure that it is the email of our prospects. And so we need to add another condition. We need to input this one, the message contact action. Okay, it should be content action. For example, to be follow up. Because for this, we use the code to process what the action is. If the action is to be followed up or to follow up, let's see what we put here. So we put needs follow up, so we can just input here. Needs follow up, and then it will be directed to our next stage. Okay, I've just sent reply to the email to test it out and trigger this note, so we can get the email. Hi Andy, thank you for your email. Shall we have a call next Tuesday 3 p.m? This is the email we get from this trigger, and then it is processed through this DeepSeek AI, and then it's we can find the output here. So needs follow up, and follow up time should be this one, and use the code to further process it. And we are going to get all from Notions. And then we are going to use filter. Filter only this one. Andy. This is a prospect. So this is a URL. And then the next stage is to update the status in Notion. So we need to search for the Notion. So click update database. And then for URL, we need to input here this one, because the filter is very important. We need to filter out who actually replied our email and what is his or her page for the Notion page. For example, when we open this, it's this particular Notion page. Oh, sorry, I should use another account. This one. It's particularly this Notion page. So we need to specify and use a filter to filter out the prospect, and also to get the URL for the database page. So what we need to update next is this field called next call time. So basically, it means the next follow-up time. We are going to get the time and date from here. Code, choice 0, message, content, following up time. And basically it's done. And when we click, for example, for now, it's empty. When you click test step, it's filled immediately. So yeah, it's very it's how it works. Not that complicated, hopefully. And so basically this step is to receive the email and to see if they are interested, and then it will update the Notion accordingly. SMS is actually similar to email. We need to have a trigger as well, so we can just add this one, execute workflow here. And then for this time, instead of using Gmail, we're using Twilio to send SMS. Send messages, and then use your account credentials. So basically, you can go to Twilio account, log in, and it's not that complicated to set up the credentials. Go to Twilio website, verify. And you have the account ID, auth token, and remember to choose a phone number that can send SMS. You can just copy all these credentials to the for the credential setup. So and then what we can do here is to copy this number that we have from, and then for 2, we are going to use the JSON.query.phone. Basically, we are going to get the phone number from the AI agent here. We are going to set the AI agent for calling the SMS workflow later. So and then we can also do the same for message, expression, message here. Great. And it should be all right. Okay. And then last but not least, we can have this field. Again, it's the same response, success. Okay. So we can actually try it out and see how things work. Okay, to test it out, I need to change my phone number here first, so it'll be easier for the demonstration. And then for AI agent here, I'm going to call another workflow too. So basically, let me try to label this first. So this one is for email follow-up. And then I can label this for SMS follow-up. And what we can input in the description is to call this to send SMS. The input should be phone number and message. if the user wants to follow, yeah, I think, yeah, we can remove that as well. So yeah, I think that's clean enough. Rename. And from this we can choose, oh, actually we need to, okay, make smaller, we can see it, SMS, and we can choose specific schema. Again, I've prepared it for you. You can just copy and paste for the schema. Again, what is schema? It is basically, it's like require the LLM to provide input in the correct format and would validate it against the schema. So basically, this is the kind of like the template, the formatting. So this is the formatting. Okay. So basically, we can try it out, and let's try to run it. Process the data. Okay. So basically, you can see it's Andy, and then the phone number here. Okay, I prepared my phone here. So let's try to play. Oh wait, I chose, let's stop this time. Because I chose email, let me try to amend here. Instead of using email, I choose SMS. Okay, let's try it out again. Save it. Let's do it again. Okay, so it's got the error. I think it's it picked up the email follow-up too. It should be using the SMS. I think it's processing the old, yeah, follow-up method. Choose email. So I need to get the renewed data here again. Let's process again. Okay, now this time it's processing the SMS follow-up, but it got an error. Encountered an issue while attempting to verify this technical problem. Okay, let me see. Phone number, method, SMS, missing note. So let's see. Okay, let's save it. I think I forgot to save it just now, so it didn't process. So remember to save the workflow here. Let's process it again. Okay, it's done. I got an SMS here. So it's very simple for the SMS too. So after we set this up, let's edit another sticky note to make it more organized. So SMS follow-up, just like the previous email one. So we can actually do the same for the SMS. For example, for this email workflow, after we send up the email follow-up, when they reply, we can also update the next follow-up time on Notion. When they reply with some specific time, for example, we can actually copy this whole workflow to the SMS one. It's just that we need to change the trigger point to Twilio. Trigger or new SMS. Okay. And then just put it here. Basically, everything can be the same. And for example, let me try to let's save it again and test workflow. And let me try to reply to the SMS. Copy. Okay, for example, next Wednesday 3 p.m. Okay. Okay, I type, sure, shall we have a call by next. Okay, shall we have a call next when 3 p.m. Okay, I just typed it. Okay, it just got the trigger processing. Oh, I think it got some issue here. Filter. Okay. Because in the past one, the trigger was using Gmail. We are going to use the Twitter trigger. Okay. Trigger from. Let's see. The filter should be the phone number actually this time. This one from. Let me see here. From. And then this time it should not be containing the email, it should be the number. It should be number, phone number. This one. Phone number. And then this one is the same. The code needs follow up. Great, it's the same. And then we can try to remove this one first to show you how this workflow works, and we can play it again. Filter, update. Great, it's updated. Okay. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I think as you can see, the content, because I just mentioned next Wednesday. So this one is not the next Wednesday. That's the date for next Wednesday. So the error is here. It's not actually processing my SMS. So we need to amend here. Okay, this one. Sure, shall we have a call next Wednesday, 3 p.m.? This one. So I think it should be okay. Let's test that again. Okay, yeah, it's returning the same. It's returning correct date and time, and then try to parse to the notes, and then try to play it again. Okay, it's returning correct next follow-up date and time. So basically, it's the workflow for SMS. Let's save it. Great. For 3 methods, we have already completed SMS and email. So remaining, it will be the phone call. We will create another workflow called the call, and this time, basically, it will be similar. The workflow. Again, we need to use the execute workflow. Yeah. And then we need to add the edit field. This time we are going to use VAPI. So we need to have the prompt ready. So that's why we need to add this particular free field to input as the VAPI prompt. Okay, VAPI prompt, and then the value, we put it here. So we can just copy and paste this prompt. It's quite long actually. Basically, telling the VAPI what to do, the role, the task, converse with the customers, specifics, context, the business, about Proxer. What we do, we call hundreds of people per day, basically because the role is a solution salesperson. Okay, and then the example is like this. So we will have the query name, like the prospect names, and basically the example script, not interest script, voicemail example script, non-prospect example script, notes. And you can just copy and paste, or you can actually generate easily with system prompt generator or other, just GPT. Just ask us to create your prompt for a sales script, just like that. And then after this, save it. We're going to use the VAPI core API. Again, we need to use HTTP request here, and we use post method. We are going to have the URL here. Okay, and we're going to use generic credential type. Header auth. VAPI auth. Great. So send headers. What we are going to do here is use field below, and then we have a content type. The value will be application /JSON, send body, and we're going to use JSON. So for this one, this is for the API. We can just copy and paste for the API. It's for the using the API of VAPI. You can see this transcriber is using DeepRAM model Nova, a language we use Australian accent English. Role assistant is processing the VAPI prompt that we created early. So remember to JSON.stringify, and we are using OpenAI GPT-4 Mini. Temperature 0.7, maximum tokens 250. And encode function enabled. It means that it will encode automatically. Otherwise, it will keep looping and looping. And then we are using 11 labs for the voice ID. You can choose your own voice ID. And then a system will speak first. Background sound office provided we use Twilio. Great. So yeah, basically this is the standard JSON for the using the VAPI. First message, hello. Again, execute workflow trigger. Phone number ID. Everything is ready here. Just copy and paste. And then we are going to use Reddit's. Why? Let me try to further explain. So we're going to set the value. So basically it's for getting the VAPI ID. It's just very simple. We need to get the VAPI ID for further processing. Okay. Expression. Great. So let's see, automatic, great. And then we can use other tool like Google Sheets or etc. But it's just easier to use Redis because it's just store one particular value. And then after that, we can just have another edit fields to return the response as success. Okay, that's simple. So actually, we can have a try. After we set up this call workflow, we need to go back to the main workflow, and we need to set up the core workflow and linked it as a tool for the AI agent. So basically what we can do here is to put it as a call, follow up, and then the description, and also we can put it like call, follow up, rename it, and call this to make a phone call to client. The input should be phone number and client name. And we are going to call the workflow using call this time. And again, we need to use the schema. Again, it's what it means is like format. Make sure that LM provide a correct format. So we can just copy and paste it. Okay, should be all right. Save it. Again, because for the SMS we didn't change the follow-up methods correctly, so we need to change it now before we process it. We choose follow-up calls, and let me have my phone ready. Okay, so everything should be done. Okay, let's save it. Okay, let's try to parse it. Test workflow, execute workflow. Okay, let me check. And the calls. Okay, great. Should be all right. Code if, and then let's see the agent. Okay, it got some error. Okay, so first of all, let's do the troubleshooting. Go to log, and we can see actually it's outputting the correct format that we want. It's just that the output JSON parameter needs to be valid JSON. So it should be the problem in the workflow here for the call. So basically we need to check again the HTTP request, the API call, make sure that it's correct for the JSON format for this, for calling the API. Okay, and then when it's okay, we can try to pin. It was I just set the mock data for troubleshooting, and we can save it and try to run it again. Let's see if it works. Okay, I got a number. I got a call. Great, I'm actually using Skype, so it's the Skype number. Okay, so let's listen to it. Let's pick up the call.
Hello, Andy.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, is this Andy?
Yes, who's this?
Hi, Andy. My name is Andy. I'm from a company called Proxa, an AI automation agency. We help clients like you to qualify and follow up their leads 24/7.
Okay. Yeah, so basically it's done for this workflow. It's working. And what we need to do next is it's just similar to the previous workflow for SMS and also for email. So when the prospect reply, for example, reply with an interested time for follow-up, we need to record it in Notion as well. So how we can do that? Again, we can just copy the previous steps. It's just that we need to amend a little bit later. But before that, we can try to make things organized. Add a sticky note here. For example, this one is call, follow-up. And let's enlarge it. Okay, and then we can just copy and paste again for this from this workflow to here. And we just need to change a few things. So this time we are not using the Twilio trigger. We are going to use schedule trigger. Let's choose. Okay. Remove. Okay. Because we don't have a trigger from VAPI, so we just try to get the trigger here. For example, every 5 minutes. Yeah. So we are just going to use this schedule trigger. And then for this trigger, we are going to, the reason why we need to set the ID here is for us to retrieve the ID easier. So we're going to add Reddit. This time we are going to get the value from Reddit. We are going to choose VAPI ID, and the key is VAPI_ID. Basically, it's the same as the one that we set. It's this one. We just need to get this ID. And after that, we need to get status from VAPI. Okay, let's try to arrange it a little bit here. Okay, let's remove this first and organize it later. We need to have another HTTP request. So this time we are going to get status from VAPI. So we are using get, and we use API.vapi.ai call, and we are using this specific ID to make it as a URL, and we are going to use generic credential type and head auth, VAPI auth. Okay, so we are going to send headers this time. Okay, let's see. Should be all right. Or we can actually, we don't need that actually. We can just turn it off. Then we can just link it. We can process the core. Basically, this should be the core. Process the core through DeepSeek AI. And yeah, let's see if we need change. Actually, we can get it. Try to get this. Get the Redis. Okay, we get the ID now. Try to get a status. Okay, so this is status, ended, transcript, everything here. And then we process through this one, DeepSeek AI this time. So there are a couple of things that we need to change compared to the SMS and also email. So we need to amend here. So we can just copy this. Okay, this time is to analyze cell score. Transcript to predict what task should be made, respond in JSON format. And current time is now. And again, it should be okay. We can just have this apart. Just amend this. Okay. Okay. Analyze cell score, transcript. We need to provide the transcript for it to further process. So this one is the transcript. Okay, so basically it's done. And then process. Okay, got the same issue. Let's see. Yeah, we need to stringify this transcript. JSON dot stringify this transcript. It should be alright, as you can see. Without stringify, you will see like this. Wait, let me try to demonstrate again. If you don't stringify, it'll be like this, like hyphen no /n. But when we stringify, okay, it'll be in the correct format, like /n for each new line. Okay, so we need to make sure other codes are correct for the notes, and basically it's the same for Notion. But for filter, we need to change a little bit. For FOP, we need to get the customer number, VAPI, match with the Notion one. So we can just search for customer number, or search for number, or we can search for here. Yeah, search number. We can just drop this one to here. And then we need to get the number as well from Notion. Get the number here. It would be easier. This one, phone number. And then for message, contact action, same. Needs to fill up. And then the next step is basically the same. The URL, and then update the follow-up time, etc. So let me try to demonstrate by replying the call, actually having the phone call. Okay, let's start one by one. So let's just confirm the follow-up method is call. Correct phone number is Andy. Great. And then get in the code. If let's confirm Andy using the call here as the follow-up method, so that it will be their agent, and then use the call follow-up agent tool. Okay, I got the call here, so let's talk to it. Hello? Hi.
Hi there. Is this Andy?
Yes.
Hi, Andy. My name is Andy. I'm from a company called Proxa, an AI automation agency. We help clients like you to qualify and follow up their leads 24/7. Would you be interested to learn more?
Yes, but can you call me back next Friday, 5 p.m.? I'm busy now.
Oh, I totally get that. Just to confirm, may I check if your time zone is New York time?
Hong Kong time.
Got it. So just to confirm, your desired time slot is booked for next Friday at 5 p.m. Hong Kong time.
Yes.
Talk to you soon, Andy.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, next Friday, 5 p.m. Let's check it. So let's try to get the chat ID. Okay. And let's see if it's updated already. So let's save. It may take some time for VAPI to end the call and also to get the transcript. So let's see. Okay, let's scroll down a little bit. Okay, next Friday, 5 p.m. That's correct. Let's process this call transcript through DeepSeek AI and code. Great. So needs follow up time should be next Friday, 5 p.m. Great. And then need to get the Notion and then filter out to match the call, to make sure that the call number is matching the prospect's number in our CRM. So let's check this. Great, it's updated. Great, it's updated already here. Okay, so we have already demonstrated the 3 different tools for this AI agent. So finally, just add a sticky note to make it look more organized. So for this video, the tutorial may be like a bit longer than other ones. So because we would like to dig deeper to share with you guys how we can create each node one by one and share you more details inside. So feel free to let me know how you think about this kind of style for the tutorials video. If you guys like it, I will do it more often. So hope you guys like this video, enjoy this video. Feel free to let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Talk to you guys soon. See you next time. Bye bye.